Okay, mate, what's been the message after your first loss to the boys during the week?
Oh, the message has probably been the same to every other week. I think the thing with when you have a loss is like you tend to probably hone in on what went right on a lot more than what you do when you win. And so we've gone to work on our game. We learned a lot out of the Carlton loss, which is fantastic. So really good growth opportunity for us. And to the players' credit, they come bouncing in Monday. There was a great session on Monday night, and then a fantastic session last night. So. Although it's a loss, it's a really good growth opportunity for us, and we learned some lessons out of the game. Really looking forward to getting up to UTAS this week and playing Sandy.
Well, I can't remember who I was talking to, but they said you hadn't focused a heap on goal kicking at training, but you have this week, have you? Or?
Oh, we've done a little bit. Like it's probably, I suppose, for us in a VFL program is they're with us 2 nights a week, so. That's sort of individual craft stuff based on individuals a little bit, but I did see a lot of the forwards doing a lot of set shots this week. So look, it's an interesting one because I think we hit the post 4 or 5 times, isn't it? So sometimes you can get a little bit unlucky, so I wouldn't read too much into that. We've been pretty accurate thus far this year, so hopefully on last Saturday night was just one out of the norm.
Thank you.
What do you make of Sandringham?
I think they're a really honest team, like a lot of probably similarities with us. Like they play a really united brand of footy, and they're really contest. They defend well for each other, so they're a really hard-nosed sort of opposition. So we're expecting a really good challenge this week, and we know we're going to have to bring our best to beat them. Like they really push Box Hill on the weekend as an AFL line club. They defeated Brisbane a few weeks ago, so they've got some talent in their team, and we're going to have to make sure that we bring our A game this weekend.
How's Jai been going at training? I know he's obviously a test for Sunday, but is he heading towards potentially playing?
Yeah, 100%. So Jai will play. He had an MRI on Tuesday, came back clear on Wednesday. Just got some information through his hip flexor, which is giving him some grief, but there's no tear or anything like that. So Jai will play this weekend. We'll probably just limit his load through training through the next 2 weeks to let that area settle down.
What other changes are you looking to make, if any?
Well, that is to be concluded. We'll find out this afternoon. You happy with that?
Oh, really?
Okay. You always want to scoop about match committee. Like you're not going to get it.
Got one last week.
Oh, you did, yeah. So we'll find out tonight.
Are you likely to make many changes?
We will make. There'll be 1 change this week, potentially 2, but we'll just work through the last couple of decisions.
And that's not injuries, it's just...
No, so everyone from Nylot, everyone that played last weekend in the VFL got through unscathed, and everyone that played local footy as well got through as well. So we're sort of starting to progress in the right way with our injury list. We get Cam Owen, Riley McHenry back next weekend as well, which is really exciting for the footy club.
Are they sort of walk-up starts in the best of 22, 23?
Well, I think Cam is a commodity that we need at the moment. Now, whether he's done enough preparation through training and match simulation with us to bring him straight back in, we'll have to make that educated decision next week. That'll probably a little bit be opposition dependent as well, and sort of how Cam tracks through and how he's feeling as well in terms of preparing for his VFL comeback. So whether that means that he spends a week at Glenorchy and then comes in, or a couple of weeks at Glenorchy, or whether we bring him straight back in, we'll make that educated decision next week.
And what's that mean? If Cam comes in, what does that mean for your lineup and how it looks, I guess, with Max and he's been doing so well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think with Max, it gives him an opportunity to enter the ruck a little bit fresher. He probably needs to go to a second position potentially. And I think for Max's draftability in the next phase of his career and development as a player, he needs a primary position which is probably not in the ruck, and then he plays as a second ruck. He's done an outstanding job and showed us his athletic profile as the number 1 ruck over the course of the first 3 or 4 games. But the reality is, if he wants to take another step with his footy and develop as a player, he's got to find a primary position outside of ruck.
I know it's only round 6. Round 6? Yeah. But what's possible for the team? Like, how far do you think you guys can go?
Oh, well, I've always said that there's no ceiling on what this group can do. So we've had a really exciting start to the year. Last weekend was a great learning opportunity for us. We feel like our best footy can match anyone. Like we saw through the third quarter on the weekend, that we can really challenge AFL line clubs. So, we're excited about what this group can deliver. But for us, it's about staying in the moment, living in the moment, so we can make gains for here and now, and where that leads us come the end of the year, we'll soon find out. So there's no projection on where we're going to end up. We're hard at work to improve, essentially.
What did you notice most about playing that AFL aligned opposition as opposed to the first 3 games?
I thought they handled our defensive pressure really well. We've been able to turn the ball over around contested phases extremely efficiently and score off that. Carlton were able to hold really good contest shape, find a release handball to then find an uncontested mark and control the game. So I thought that was a differential in the game, is that they were able to handle our defensive pressure, whereas we probably weren't able to handle theirs as well as and as effectively as what they did ours.
Just back on Max, I asked Trent this on the radio on Monday morning, playing him out of the ruck a little bit less in that game the other day, and Huey came through and Sigo came through. That wasn't because people have asked you to see him in different areas of the ground?
No, that was because we didn't mind the look of Sam and Hugh through the ruck, because they were giving us sort of post-ruck contest damage in terms of winning ground ball and gaining clearance. We felt like we started to get on a bit of a run when Hugh was in there. He obviously missed a couple of set shots on goal, Hugh, and we threw him in around the ball, and I thought he had massive impact on the game through the back end of that third quarter. So that wasn't anything to do with AFL clubs wanting to see in another position. That was purely because we thought that at that time that was the best position for the club, best position for our team to have some damage on the game.
Would you be happy to do that with any player if you got asked to?
Absolutely, yeah. We've made no... we've said so many times publicly that this program's about building our AFL list, but also we want to create opportunity for aspiring players. So if a club rings and want to see him in a different position, we'll provide him with that opportunity, no questions asked.
Have you been asked that for any player yet?
No, not yet.
I'm all happy.
Cheers, thank you.
you.